I can't wait. It's like I'm a little boy again. On Christmas Eve.
Anticipations yield divine sweetness on the branch, but expectations can sour the fruit.
Best laid plans? Hardly. We don't belong to mice or men.
Have we come so far?
Farther. Lear Spec Silo, Alpha 1221. In less than 48 hours, the social and economic infrastructures of the Middle East will become a footnote. Within a month, the Southern Hemisphere will fall. And they will thank us. Your lingering technical concern was the sustained amplification of the signal. This is no longer an issue. We now have DOE access to the national power grid. As per your proposal, once the broadcast begins here, a 180-second grid reset will occur. In that window, we will commandeer the network and boost the signal. We will then beam to satellite from here. And bounce down to our European headquarters. There, our corporate electricity partners will energize their grids. And repeat the process to our Asian office. The Tokyo grid is the last node of ground satellite amplification before the event. Allied forces are ready in Turkey, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Oman, and Uzbekistan. The Arab world is gearing for a surprise attack on Iraq, Iran, or Syria in the name of anti-terrorism. They couldn't be more wrong, could they? Imagine the panic when they see it, when it's inside their heads. Their kneeling leaders, their cowering soldiers, their prophets of doom. And NATO troops rolling over the dunes to vanquish the foe in the sky, soothing desperate souls with their stratocasted fireworks and ELF signal disruptors. They'll beg us to stay, they'll beg us to rule, and they'll beg us for the peace of mind our chip provides. After repeat performances over South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia, the third world goes on the table. Oil and gas, gold and platinum, wood and water, pharmaceuticals and narcotics, military operation, multinational privatization, and biocom facilitation. The enormity of it all, the sheer scope of it, makes me tingle.
And Germany.
Yes, and if the Russians and Chinese have a problem, there's the cogent response.
Planting the seed for an underground arms race.
Not practical. There's too much interdependence. It's too big.
A giant with clay feet, a beast with a soft belly. Have you forgotten the lesson of Goliath?
And have you forgotten the effect of fatherly tones? You may have been its genesis, but I spearheaded this plan, mustered the capital, forged the partnerships, considered all the options and outcomes. The continued Emaxon contract is not from dire need. Further chip mods are redundant. You are no longer here out of necessity.
Then, why?
Because I smell the air from your chambers. I hear the mumbling through the walls. I play along as you tilted windmills and harbor strays. I see what you've become, and I pity you. I'm going downstairs to read my mail. In 24 hours, the building gets locked down. I'll bring up some things before then.
Some pellets, perhaps. A nice dish of water. Maybe a little friend to play with. Certainly you could spare one.
Do not test me, old friend. Those days are done.
Untrue, untrue. The wave arrives rise and collapse beneath us. Mirrored moons will bleed the past, and newborn suns shall cry the future. But for now, we still have it. We have one last time. And one last test.
That smell. What are you doing?
Like you. Praying.
The words make my thoughts clear. The incense.
I should have known. The color was there, the sweet, musty smell. The way the pulpy chunks squeaked when I chewed them. And then the monk gave the password. Mushrooms. I should have known. They grow on roadsides in the Pacific Northwest, like suburbs. Little fungal communes. Oran might have killed him if I hadn't intervened. I explained the chemical compounds and their limited effects. I said that a man of his size and weight would likely be immune. I even joked how scholars have pegged ancient prophets as recreational drippers. He didn't like that last one. The old man just sat down at the foot of the bed and crossed his legs. He let us bluster, he humored us, and just before his eyes closed, he got this strange, faraway look of recognition. We don't even know her name. What did he see? Is the medicine working? Why do I even care? We are here. Now. Together. I look at my family of strangers. I see them, and for a moment I feel safe. I feel them, and for a moment I feel needed. I hear their breath, and for a moment the loneliness dies.